Opacity. Opaque, fully opaque. We have 5 divs up here. Top one is fully opaque, 75%, 50%, 25%, and 0%. So 0% opaque means that you do not see anything or any of its children. It's generally not what you want. If you're hiding and showing a div, yes, opacity. But if you're doing alpha, if you want to like do shadows, you want to use alpha transparency. Like if you want to do a module on your page, like the background gray, don't make a module 50% opaque. Make it 50% black. And that way it's solid div. It's fully there. If you put any children on it, they'll be fully there. They're not going to be 50% opaque. Does that make sense? So instead use RGBA 00, probably 50. This color is probably what you want for a module. Maybe, yeah, maybe. You can play with it, figure out what you want. So this is what happens here. Because I've used alpha transparency instead of opacity, even the last one, you can still see that there's a div here, and you can still possibly read the text because the text shadow is showing. Right? So the text is gone. And you definitely do want to be using alpha transparency instead of hexadecimal values, and let me show you why. This shadow and this shadow are approximately the same color right there versus right there. But this looks like a shadow. Stuff is coming through. I have a shadow on the wall. You can still see the wall behind it, right? And that's really a bad example because yeah, you can still see the dent right there in the wall. Well, you can't because it's really too mild. But anyway, so you can see it behind it. So here, because I'm using RGBA values, I can see the lines through my text. Here I can't, and here I can't see the lines. So if you want to give something and make it look like it has a border, use fully opaque colors. But if you want to make something look like it's actually a shadow, use RGBA. Does that make sense, why you would actually use RGBA? And later on, that's not the best shadow example. You'll see later on, I think there's an example where I really mess it up. OK, so transparency. These are the color tips. We already went through all of them, but we're going to go over them again. Transparent, it's black, transparent. Current color is the current color of the text. Accessibility, color should not be the only means of conveying information to your users. We have a person in here who is colorblind. When I was doing the red and green to show valid versus invalid, that was of no use to that individual. So yes, you can use color for enhancements, but don't omit information because you think color will take care of everything. And appearance. There's something called WebKit appearance. I put Ma's appearance up here. So when we were showing you the form element, it showed you, let's just go back to that. Still GitHub forms, slide. Let's hope this is the right slide. OK, so when I went to this and touched the input element, it should have a WebKit appearance, which it's not going to. Oh, here it is. WebKit appearance text field, right there. See that? Input. WebKit appearance, slider horizontal. So this actually has nothing to do with colors, but I had no clue where else to put it in my deck, so I put it in with colors, because it has to do with appearance. By default, or one of the properties in CSS is appearance, and it's still prefixed, but you can change the appearance of things. So if you want to make a button not look like a button, the first step is to do WebKit-appearance none, and then you can style it how you want. So that's Ma's appearance. These are WebKit appearance values: button, none, push button radio. There's a whole bunch of them. And I think I skipped a slide. Oh, this is just resource for later on if you ever need it. I don't think anyone ever used these colors, but these are deprecated color names. It was basically you could say to your browser, please use the color for the bottom or the arrow of my scroll bar. And you could actually tell it to use whatever color your browser had, but no one ever supported it fully. So.